Hello everyone, my name is Michael Sundberg with Hendo.Today. I am here with Diane Dean, and she is the president of the Art League. We're at the Fall for Art, which is a makeup event for the Art on Main, which was canceled due to Hurricane Helene. And I'll let Miss Dean tell her story about some of the things that she goes through, and some of her art. She has a story with the art piece here that has some relevance to Hurricane Helene.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just great to be out. Actually, today is the makeup day for a lot of events. In fact, there was an event going on in the River Arts District, something else in Tryon for the Chimney Rock artists, and this event here at the Visitor Center was sponsored by the Arts Council of Henderson County, and they actually support the performing arts and the visual arts. My organization, the Art League, has about 500 members. Quite a few of them were impacted by Hurricane Helene. In fact, over behind me in the Art League tent, Robin Crawford, she taught at 310 in the River Arts District, and all of her work was there. That was all swept down river. Quite a few of our artists were not only impacted in their home studios or their homes, but those who had worked in the River Arts District. We're very fortunate in Hendersonville to not lose any of our downtown and any of our arts organizations. I participate in a lot of meetings with the other nonprofit organizations, and the human services area is really, they need a lot of the support. Some of the art organizations are actually doing fundraisers. The Community Foundation has a lot of information on their website about where people can provide support that will go to not only the community as a whole, but also to the artists. I am a working artist myself. My studio is downtown and was fine. I have a painting here which is really special to me. This is one of my abstracts, and it's called Chaos Unfinished. And you can see it's not finished yet. And from my perspective as the president of the Art League, even though our organization didn't lose buildings other than some water damage, it's impacted our programs, participation in some of our feedback-based programs, our workshop attendance. So we're looking at ways to really bring everything back. This piece, Chaos Unfinished, really represents about 2 weeks out of my life where it's not a totally happy story, but my husband actually ended up in the hospital before the storm and went to a rehab center the day of the storm. And the morning after the storm, he was in the emergency room, and I got to be in the emergency room in the Hendersonville Hospital.
Oh, wow.
It was the most horrifying experience to see the problems that people came in covered with mud.
Oh, wow.
They had swum out of their windows. They came in wheelchairs. The staff were unbelievable.
Wow.
They had a volunteer nurse that found a room that was empty in their cath lab to deal with my husband, and they fixed him up and told me I should just take him home because they were in such a chaotic situation.
Oh, wow.
And I took him home, and for all of us in Hendersonville, for the first few days, we didn't know how bad it was because
Right.
we didn't have communication.
Right.
And it was so frustrating, and we all just had such a sense of confusion and loss. And then once we began to know more about how impacted we were, I have friends who've lost their homes, I have friends who've lost their bodies of work. This painting just sort of had to come out that, we're just not done. And we have chaos. It's going to continue for a while.
The oranges and everything kind of remind me of the
yeah,
mud.
and you can see the shapes. There's buildings, there's roads, there's newsprint, there's, is it a tree or is it a bridge that's no longer there? It just kind of came out of me, and I felt like it just had to be here to be seen this weekend. So,
wow.
And there have been fabulous support for the arts here. People have come in today from Charlotte. A couple came from Auburn, Alabama, and they say they came up here for the weekend to support Asheville and Hendersonville in our communities. And
Oh, wow. There's been a lot of
it
outreach
really has been
the whole
good.
country, yes.
So, yeah, it's been fabulous.
All right, great story. Thank you,
Thank you.
Miss Dean.
Thank
and
you.
nice talking to you.
Yes,
Thank you.
thanks
Beautiful
for
art.
what you do.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Alrighty.